because every
retailers are not relying on online sales alone, offering extended hours and other incentives to get shoppers through their doors. Back to you.
All right, Christy, thank you. Joining us now to talk more about Cyber Monday, we have Graham Jones. He's a vice president with PriceGrabber.com. You are one of the sites that go out and you have relationships with how many retailers?
About 10,000.
10,000, just to give or take 100 or so. Yeah, that's a lot of retailers. So what is it that is, let me start with Cyber Monday. It starts in 2 hours, but aren't a lot of the deals really already online?
Yeah, I mean, first off, the big retailers try to steal the show, and a lot of the medium retailers went out and offered really good deals 2 weeks ago. So all the retailers are trying to spread it out over a long period of time. But with that said, a lot of the anticipation fulfills on Monday, on Cyber Monday.
Are the deals as good as they're going to get in most cases?
Yes, they are. We don't expect further discounting on the existing products, but more products will be discounted leading all the way up until Christmas.
All right, now, Graham, you brought some points with you. We want to put them up on screen. You say one of the first things you say is to check prices at both big box and mid-sized merchants. What's the difference and why, very quickly?
So sometimes you'll be lured in by the big stores, the big retailers that we've all heard of, but a lot of times the medium-sized, very reputable merchants are offering deals as well. So that's tip number one. Tip number two, you really need to factor in shipping and tax. So if you're in the store and you can look on your phone and see that another retailer from another state is actually selling that product, no shipping and no sales tax, you might be able to get a better deal.
And you were telling me earlier, this is something that frustrates me. I'll go on a website, I'll have to get to the very end where I put in my credit card number, my address, only to find out that they have big shipping rates. And you say PriceGrabber and other sites like yours actually do it for me ahead of time?
Yeah, I mean, that's very frustrating. But if you go to PriceGrabber, what you can do is you can see the product price, you can see the shipping price, you can see the sales tax, and then you can even see coupon codes and see what your bottom line price is out the door.
Hey, coupon codes, that's interesting. Sometimes I will see that retailers say, do you have a special code?
Right.
So I'll go and I'll Google, online retail codes for this particular retailer. Does that work?
That does work.
To find these codes?
That does work, but PriceGrabber is updating 6 times a day, and the retailers are actually giving us those codes. So we're publishing those codes on the PriceGrabber site. So you can factor that into sales tax, shipping, and the product price all in one place, all on one page.
All right, you also say watch out for loss leaders. That's number 4 on your list. What do you mean by that?
Well, just make sure that you're getting the right product. You might see a product that is deeply discounted, but it's not the brand that you really want. So make sure to read the product reviews. Make sure to read the merchant reviews. You need to make sure that the merchant is reputable. If you go to PriceGrabber, you can look what people are saying. Hey, this retailer told me they're going to ship it in 3 days. They shipped it in 5 days instead. I mean, that's not maybe important to one person, but another person it is, especially leading right up to Christmas.
You kind of combined 2 of those points, watch for loss leaders and merchant reviews, and I skipped over one, so I want to go back to our full screen list there. You say set a price alert. You see it, everybody? It's third up from the bottom. Set a price alert. What does that mean? So
what you can do is if you want to see if the price will drop even further between now and Christmas, you want to give something to your wife, you set a price alert, wait 2 weeks to see if the product price comes down. PriceGrabber will send you a price alert, and you can buy the product right there.
But what if while you're waiting, what if the product goes out of stock and you lose it?
Well,
is that a gamble that you...
Yeah, you have to make that decision. Do I want to wait? And if you want to just snap it up right there, do it right there.
All right, finally, you talk about shopping in brick-and-mortar stores. So I walk into Best Buy or I walk into Sears.
Right.
You want us to use our mobile devices.
That's right. So PriceGrabber has an iPhone app where you can scan the barcode on a product.
And that really works?
Absolutely. It absolutely works. And you can see if there's a better online deal. Or you can even take it to the clerk and see if they'll match the price while you're in the store.
And that's if you really want to go in the store, but obviously you recommend that you don't even have to.
No. I mean, all the stores are feeding PriceGrabber their prices and their inventory 6 times a day we're updating, so you can just stay at home.
And we talked about whether something is record or not. Are you kidding me? Do you have that, Susan?
Yes,
Susan just
PriceGrabber app.
Susan has the PriceGrabber app on her her Droid. Yeah, she's a Droid person. I'm an iPhone person. Anyway, so she says it works, so I'm going to go and I'm going to agree with you then. All right. Good job.
Thank you.
Anyway, very quickly, though,
Yeah.
is this year going to be the biggest online shopping year, do you think, so far?
Absolutely.
Really?
We're actually up around 14%
Already?
on Black Friday. So we are having record numbers, and I'm sure it's the case for all the stores.
All right. Graham Jones, thanks very much for being with us. We appreciate it. And thanks for the tips.
Absolutely.
All right.
The secret